Very good afternoon to my lecturer. So today I will presenting my Linux server administration task. Before that, my name is Geeta and my metric number is 01DDT23F1099. So my topic is email server webmail configuration using Debian, Postfix, Dovecode and Roundcube. So I will explain what I've done, show the configuration and demonstrate how the system works. So in this slide, I'm setting up the mail transfer agent, which is postfix. First, I run the command sudo apt and sudo apt upgrade slash y. So to update all the package list, update the existing package on DB12. This makes make sure my system is up to date before installing my any mail service. After that, I install postfix using sudo apt install postfix dash y. During the installation, I choose the appropriate mail configuration and set the mail name. So once I postfix is installed, I enable the service so that I will start automatically on boot. Sudo systemctl enable postfix, which is for the enable, and then I check the service status using the sudo systemctl status postfix. So from the status output, we can see that postfix service is active and running, which means the agent is successfully installed and ready to send and receive emails. So after configuring the mail transfer agent, I move on the mail delivery agent, which is Dovecode. Dovecode will allow the user access their email using IMAP and POP3 or POP3. I install Dovecode and the required components with the command sudo apt install Dovecode core Dovecode dash I mapd Dovecode slash pop d dash one. The packages include the core Dovecode service and support for both IMAP and POP3 protocols. Where the installation is complete, I enable Dovecode service so it starts automatically on boot and sudo system enable Dovecode. Finally, I check the status using sudo system status Dovecode. From the output, we can see the Dovecode service is running, active running. So this confirms that my mail delivery agent is successfully installed to ready to store and serve the email for the user. So next I create two local users that I will use to test in my system. First, I add user account with home direction and set the default shell to bin and bash. So sudo user add dash m dash s bin bash user 3, sudo user add dash m dash s bin bash user 4. So and then I set their password using the uh, uh, ch password command, echo user 3 password 123 sudo ch password. So same goes to user 4. So this quickly assign password to both accounts. After that, I prepare the mailD folder, which is where incoming emails will be stored, and I create the mailD structure inside each user home directory using sudo user 3 mailD dash hp dash p and home user 3 mailD cur new tmp. So same goes to user 4. So now both user 3 and 4 are ready as the test mail user for my postfix Dovecode configuration.
Hi, my name is Rachel Kashmira, anak perempuan Senvil Kumar. My matrix number is 01DDT23F1134. So in this part, we begin by deploying a web-based mail user agent, specifically Roundcube, which allow users to access their mailboxes through a web interface. The installation starts with a single long apt install command where we install Apache 2 MariaDB server and all the required PHP extensions. These PHP modules are very important because Roundcube depends on them for IMAP, SMTP, JSON handling, LDAP integration, and image processing. Once the installation is complete, the setup automatically configures Apache and PHP, and the MariaDB server finishes with a message showing success cleaning up all done. This indicates that the web server and the database backend are now properly installed and secured. This stage is crucial because without Apache, PHP, and MariaDB, Roundcube cannot run. The web server handles user requests, PHP processes, and the Roundcube application. MariaDB stores Roundcube's user settings and email metadata. In the second stage, we log into MariaDB using the mysql-u root-p command. Once authenticated, we proceed to create a dedicated database for Roundcube. Next, we create a MariaDB user named Roundcube, assign a password, and grant this user full privileges on the Roundcube database. This ensures that the Roundcube application will be able to read from and write to its database securely. Finally, we flush the privileges to apply all changes. After exiting MariaDB, we begin downloading the official Roundcube installation package using the wget command. The HTTP 302 found response indicates that the download link is successfully redirects, and the system begins retrieving the compressed Roundcube package from GitHub. This entire section ensures that the back-end database environment is ready before installing Roundcube itself. In this picture, we unpack the Roundcube installation file using tar-xzf. The extracted content is moved to /var www/html/roundcube, which makes it available through Apache. We then change the ownership to www-data. This is crucial because Apache must have the correct permission to read and execute Roundcube files. Next, we configure Apache by enabling the Roundcube site using A2ENSITE and enabling URL rewriting the A2EN mode rewrite. After activating these settings, we start Apache to apply all changes. Roundcube requires an initial SQL structure for storing users' identities, sessions, cache, and preferences. This picture demonstrates that the transition between the server setup and application configuration, ensuring Roundcube is properly installed, recognized by Apache, and connected to the database. So in this slide, there is user tree webmail interface. In this screenshot, we can see that the email server setup is already completed and the webmail interface Roundcube is accessible through a browser. Here I am logged in as user tree at localhost. Roundcube successfully loads, which confirms that Apache web server is running, PHP is working correctly, Roundcube is properly installed and configured, and the IMAP service through Dovecot is functioning. We can notice that the inbox for user tree is currently empty. This indicates that user tree has not received any emails yet. From this point, we continue by composing and sending a new email from user tree to another user to test the full end-to-end email delivery flow inside our local mail server environment. In this screenshot, we are logged in as user 4 at localhost. At this stage, 2 test emails have already been sent earlier, which is why you can see them appearing inside user 4's inbox. The presence of these emails confirms 2 very important points. First, the SMTP service postfix is successfully sending emails. Second, the IMAP service Dovecot is allowing users to retrieve emails from their mailboxes. Additionally, the timestamps in the message list shows real-time delivery, proving that the email transmission inside the server is functioning without errors. So the screenshot verifies that our system is enabled to queue outgoing messages, deliver them to the correct user mailbox, and let the user view them via Roundcube interface. Thirdly, this screenshot shows the process of composing a new email from user 3 to user 4. At the top, Roundcube automatically fills the form field using the login user's identity, which is user 3 at localhost. In the to field, we selected user 4 from the contact list, demonstrating that user management and identity lookup are functioning. We entered the subject test email from user 3 and type a short message. When we click send, Roundcube passes the message to Postfix. Postfix then processes the email and stores it in user 4's mailbox. This part of the task validates the following component, which is the Roundcube editor, the SMTP submission process, internal routing through Postfix, mailbox storage inside /var/mail or mail dir, no authentication errors between Roundcube, Postfix and DevCode. This step is important because it shows that the server supports full internal communication between users. So this is the final screenshot. We are logged in again as user 4 at localhost, and we now can clearly see the new message from the user 3 at the top of the inbox. The message appears instantly, which confirms the following, which is Postfix accepted the outgoing message from user 3 and routed it locally without any delays. Secondly, the DovCode allowed user 4 to connect and fetch new messages without error. Thirdly, Roundcube successfully refreshed the mailbox view and displayed the new incoming messages. So this completes the full email workflow. First, sender logins, user 3, sends email through webmail, SMTP delivers mail internally, receives logs in, user 4, IMAP retrieves the new message, webmail displays it in real time. This provides the email server is fully operational from sending to receiving, covering all services, Apache, PHP, MariaDB, Postfix, DovCode, and Roundcube.